guys just joining, welcome. It's Peter Vu. We're talking about how to make internet money. And if you share this and you comment below, we're going to give away 3 different books, all signed hardcovers today. So welcome, guys. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So hold on 1 second. All right. Make sure you guys can see this. All right. Can you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if you could see it. Love the chat. Welcome, Jesse. Welcome, Mona. Welcome, Allison. Welcome, Jeremy. Welcome, Steven. I'm going to open the chat. Welcome, Natasha. Welcome, Dave. Welcome, Ramir, Nate, Arturo, Ryan, Profit Specialist, whoever you are. Nancy, Michael, CJ. Dude, a lot of people on. People continue to get on. So welcome, guys. I am excited to be here. So here's the deal. My promise to you is by the time you're done, you're going to have a simple formula that will allow you and help you make money online and build a life of freedom and autonomy, as well as have clarity of why most people don't make money online. Okay. Very, very, very key. All right. So my promise today is this. I'm going to kind of pull back the curtain of my internet money playbook and share the exact system I've used to make 6 to 7 figures in 9 different online industries. Okay. 9 different online industries. Now, I will share the different industries, but this has been over the last 6 to 10 years, and I will share some of my biggest failures as well. But these secrets will kind of push you into the top 5% of people that make money online, all right? I'm also going to share the 8 most lucrative and proven ways to make money online, the side hustles, and where to start now. These are the trends and the things that I think are going to be very, very important and very lucrative in the next 12 to 24 months. Some of these are ahead of the curve. So if you get in now, you'll be at the top 5%. Some of these have been going on, but I want to also share how to maximize and make money with these side hustles too. And I'm going to share the 3 biggest avoidable mistakes that cause the majority to fail online. Let me get my chats right in the middle of my thing. All right, there we go. Okay. Now, most importantly, I'm going to talk about how that ties into freedom to create life on your terms. All right. What's up, guys? I see more people joining. Go ahead and comment where you're watching from. And I'm excited to really dive into one of my favorite topics right now. And we're going to have some fun. If you can promise to get engaged, I'm going to give 110%. So make sure if I have questions, shout back the answers, raise your hand, comment below so we can have some engagement. Right now, for those, by the way, who stayed till the end of this training, you're going to have some very important advantages. One, you're going to get our very exclusive internet money playbook. Okay. You're also going to get the exact 14 ways that I've made 6 to 7 figures in the last 10 years, 9 of those being online, but you'll get the other ways as well. So you'll know every single way I make money, so you can actually learn the behind the scenes of building a 7 and 8 figure business. And you're also going to get the slides of this presentation. So for you guys dedicated, staying till the end, you're going to get those 3 big advantages. I also have a unique offer at the end that I've really never done before, and I think you'll be excited about it. And if you enjoy the training and you want to go deeper, you can check that out. But it'll make the next couple months more fulfilling and help you gain some certainty in these uncertain times. Been working on this for the last year. And I do want to acknowledge you guys, by the way, because you're investing your time in personal growth. You're somebody who believes in the power of investing in themselves. Time is more important than money. And you're spending your wise time here today to become more successful. You're the type of people who understand the benefits and the payoff. You're the action takers. You're the people that I want to hang out with and spend time with. You're the type that want to create opportunities versus waiting for opportunities. So please pat yourself on the back. I'm curious, how many of you guys have somebody right now in life that is counting on you, that you inspire, that you provide for, that maybe you're the rock for? Raise your hand or comment below if you're the person that provides for other people or inspires other people or that people look to for motivation. A lot of you guys, right? That's very important to understand. This is not just about you. This is about the people that are counting on you to really give them certainty and confidence and tell them things are going to be okay. And there's massive opportunity in the next 12 months, 24 months, amidst all the chaos and crazy times. But I will tell you, it's a now or never moment. Okay. Right now, it's a now or never moment. Most people are scared. They're in fear. And Forbes says less than 10% of people invest in themselves. Right? So you're the cream of the crop. You're watching this right now. Most people are watching Netflix, watching sports, escaping reality. You're here educating yourself and sharpening your mind. Leaders are action takers. They jump on opportunities instantly. Most people right now are just watching their lives pass them by. The world needs more leaders than ever. And I love people who want to better themselves. So there's good and there's bad news. There's good and there's bad news. I don't get scared or fearful often, but I'm pretty nervous for those who don't take this time serious because they're going to get crushed in the next 6 months. So let's start with the bad news. Most people are stressed. Most people are underpaid, and most people are overwhelmed. All the stats coming out about job figures, people losing their jobs, they say 30 million jobs are going to be replaced by AI in the next couple of years. Automation can replace 40% of jobs. People are losing their jobs left and right. All the secure jobs aren't secure anymore. A lot of people's bank accounts they thought were secure don't look good anymore. You're not alone. Millions are feeling this way. But the question I have really that I had to ask myself is, what am I going to do about it? And now more than ever, it's time to double down on your learning and take advantage of all the opportunity. So the economy is not doing as well. In the past, I think, couple months, millions of people have lost their jobs. Businesses are going bankrupt. Certain things are happening that are causing people to have fear. I know somebody who went to 8 years of college, had the same job 15 years. They got fired with no notice and no support. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this training is to help people, because you find out who has your back in times of crisis. You think colleges have your back, or corporations have your back, or the government? The only person that you can really count on is yourself. So you got to start moving differently, because the plans that we had, all of us, even 6 months ago, have to be adjusted, right? So here's the crazy thing. It is frustrating and there is struggle, but check this out. There was just an article in Forbes saying the biggest transfer of wealth in US history has begun. There are 1,700 new millionaires created every single day in the US. Every single day, 1,700 new millionaires. That's 50,000 plus new millionaires per month. That's over 600,000 per year, new millionaires. So it's the greatest time to be alive. There's all kinds of articles now talking about how much money is being made, how much they're printing. I think it was like 60% of all the money created in the history of mankind was created in the last 24 months. So crazy, right? I want you to be on the side of that where you're actually becoming successful and making money and bridging the gap. This was from someone in one of our groups. He said, I started with a 30K loan debt in February, and now I'm around 2 million. I think this kid is 23 or 24 years old. Peter Voog says it right. Greatest transfer of wealth is happening in 2021. So this is happening everywhere, right? And the opportunity cost is scary because you're leaving thousands on the table, not knowing some of these simple yet powerful truths. The game has changed, right? I'm going to share the 3 truths to the new economy, but the game has changed, right? There's going to be so many opportunities that arise over the next couple months, and it's important you prepare yourself for those opportunities, not just for you, for your family and those counting on you. Credit Karma, Venmo, WhatsApp, Uber, Groupon, Instagram, Pinterest, Slack, all of those companies were started in the last recession. Why do I bring this up? Well, because so many people make the mistake of thinking that when things are tough, when there's an economic switch, They need to be super conservative, protect what they have. That's not true. Right now, you need to be thinking proactively, and you need to be a forward thinker. You need to be a forward thinker right now, because a lot of people say you got to save. Here's the scary part of saving. If you save $10,000, think in 2002 or 3, it's worth 6 now, right? So investing money is the focus. What worked a couple of years ago doesn't work anymore. I know 18, 19, and 20-year-olds making millions, and hardworking, loyal, dedicated 50-year-olds going broke. How does that happen? Well, one is learning and trying to grow and trying to develop skills and get better and invest in themselves. And one says, I already know that. Oh, I have 20 years of experience. No, you have 1 year of experience repeated 20 times. If you're doing the same thing over and over, if you're not growing and innovating and learning and educating yourself, you only have 1 year repeated 20 times. So everything we've taught has been backwards, right? I want to change that. A couple of years ago, people were embarrassed to say they make money online. Now it's the smartest people on the planet because of what's happening in the recession and how people have to actually go online and they have to work remotely, right? So let's talk about the 3 truths to the new economy. 1, you can make more money in a downtime than you ever could in great times. Okay, people are in fear. It's easier to negotiate. It's easier to reach back and really help people right now because they need it, right? It's easier to make money in down times if you know supply and demand and you understand economics. You can get maximum profit when there's maximum pessimism. And you do this in a very strategic way that has integrity, that helps people. It's the best way to understand this. 3rd thing, when the economy is down, the money doesn't disappear. It transfers hands. This statement changed my life. I'm broke. I'm struggling. I dropped out of college. I moved up to Seattle to start a business. I'm struggling. I'm working 80 hours a week. I'll make a long story short. Someone that I work with invited me to a mastermind and said, hey, come check this out. There's always some successful speakers. You might learn something. And of course I said, no, I'm too busy, which is dumb because the whole reason he wanted me to go there is because I was too busy and I had no results. I was broke. So I went there, and one of the speakers, who was very inspiring, had a great lifestyle and loved what he did, he said this to me, and I'll never forget it. This was 2008, 2009, right when the last recession hit. And in my head, I'm from a super small town. I thought there was no money. I was like trying to hold every penny I got, kind of being a tightwad. And he said, no, you have to have an abundant mindset. When the economy is down, the money doesn't just poof, goes to thin air. It just transfers hands to the successful people who understand these things I'm going to talk about. So hopefully you're excited, you're fired up. How many of you guys want to make money online? Raise your hand. How many of you guys want to learn how to make money from your phone? I think that's the ultimate life hack, right? Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine making money while traveling. Now, 10 years ago, it wasn't as possible. Now it's been more possible than it ever has been in the history of mankind. So your current reality is based on who you get advice and perspective from. I'm seeing this very clearly. If people are only focused on the negative, they have a scarcity mindset, they've never had money, maybe their parents think money is bad and they share that with their kids, or maybe they have the mentality of they're always watching the news, so they're always in fear. That's your perspective. You think there's no money out. If you're around successful people who are having record-breaking years, they're making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and you realize there's more money than ever, that's your perspective. So don't let your previous perspective get in the way of what's possible. Just think about where you got it from. Okay? And I'll kind of share my story. So for me, this is me when I'm 17. I'm working valet. This is my first job. I didn't want to get a normal job. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to start a business. I wanted to be successful. But every single person, including my parents, all of my friends' parents, everyone, I'm from a small town of 6,000 people. I shouldn't be successful. The population was like 6,000 people, and nobody around me had money. My mom was just starting out in real estate. My dad was doing construction. If you would have bet me I was ever going to make 6 figures, I would have laughed in your face. I knew nobody, and everybody around me had 9-to-5 jobs. Now, I had energy. I had some passion, but I felt lost. I didn't even know what the internet was. I felt judged, which made me feel like an outcast, which caused me to rebel. I was that kid at some point in middle school, high school, that other kids their parents would say, don't hang out with him. Right? I acted like it didn't hurt, but it destroyed my confidence. So after so many people, if you hear something enough, it becomes true in your head. You have to get a normal job. Got a normal job. I had big dreams, but people told me to be realistic. I had to go to college. I was too young. I didn't have experience. I was dead broke. I was discouraged, frustrated. I didn't have any clue of what direction to take. So I got this job and I was making $7.05 an hour. Okay. $7.05 an hour at 17 to 28 years old, 3 times best-selling author, having 6 or 7 figure income streams in 13 different industries, 9 online, now 14, and being able to travel and train 11,000 entrepreneurs personally, in person, while reaching millions per month. Now, I don't say this to brag, but the reason I want to impress upon you the results and the past is to know you're in the right spot. You're learning from someone who's been in the trenches, who didn't have any online experience, right? To now having a best-selling book out, being on the homepage of Audible with Tony Robbins and Stephen Covey and Dale Carnegie, to speaking in Dubai, speaking all over the world. I've been featured in Forbes 4 times, Entrepreneur over 15 times, Time Magazine, Huffington Post. This is some of the articles we've been in. I'm not going to go too deep in this. I just want to share this to show this is what's possible when you understand the online game. And this was last year. Peter Voog is one of the top 20 entrepreneurs to watch in 2020. This was actually on the homepage, which is crazy. And it reached millions of people. To go from this to Forbes, to speaking in front of 3,000 people at Success Magazine's event, speaking in Mexico, speaking in Cabo, to having one of our courses, 6 months to 6 figures, have 40,000 plus people take our courses and our trainings, right? And getting quotes. This was the craziest one that's happened to me so far, because one of the magazines that changed my life in college was Entrepreneur Magazine, because it made me feel like I wasn't crazy. I wasn't alone. And my vision was worth something, because nobody around me was entrepreneurs. And when I got featured in Entrepreneur Magazine, it was like crazy. My grandma bought 3 copies. She still has a copy that's sitting on her table. It's so like trashed up. It's all messed up, but she still has it. So she was super proud. So that was me in Entrepreneur Magazine. None of this really matters anymore, because it's about helping people. But I just want to let you know, going from being a super small town kid to being in Forbes and Entrepreneur Magazine, it's a dream come true. And it's almost surreal to me, but there's a formula. Okay, so who is Peter Voog? I've been making money online since 2013, but I failed the first 2.5 years. So drastically failed. 6+ million in the last 4 years, obsessed with lifestyle and freedom. Obsessed, not just with, yes, making money online, but that's secondary. That's not my value. My value is freedom and lifestyle for my family, so I can do what I want on my terms. I've helped others now make millions online. That's been my focus. And I've made every single failure you can think of in the book. Okay, I've made every failure you can think of, which is why I'm going to share some of my biggest failures. Right now, when I thought about myself, I didn't want to show you the numbers, because I want to show you some of the back end, some of the numbers that we're doing, some of the money we've made, some of our different merchant accounts, just to show you that we're really doing this, because there's just so much BF and so much fluff out there. When I thought about the opinions of others, I didn't want to put these numbers out. But when I thought about what was best for you to reassure you that you're in the right spot, I wanted to put actual numbers from our dashboard. Okay. So here's some numbers. And we've done, this was last year in October, we were at 300,000. This is just in one of our merchant accounts. This is Infusionsoft, if you've heard of that. Okay. And this was this year in March, we passed that already. So in 3 months, we passed our entire last year total. And now this was in May, we're at almost 500. And then September, 800. We'll probably be at 1 million in the next month and a half. That's just one account. Plus there's 178,000. There's PayPal that we use, 123. These are credit card deposits plus the transfers and general credit card deposits, 153 plus 123. There's also our authorized.net account. And this is all technical stuff that's easy to figure out later. That's ClickFunnels the last 12 months. And then Infusionsoft the last 3 years, over $3 million. Okay. And these are just some numbers. Here's some results from our team that we've created and from some of my business partners as well. So there's a lot of different sales numbers. I'm not going to dive into this because for you, it's just seeing numbers, but understand there's a lot of money to be made, but most people don't have a formula. They don't know how the online money system works. There's so many different ways to make money. Okay. So here's my question. How do you view making money online? That's the question. How do you feel seeing others crushing it? Now, there's enough success and income for everybody to win, but your view on making money determines how well you do. Are you thinking, oh my God, I can't believe this kid's making this kind of money. I can't believe there's 21-year-olds making $1 million. That's not fair. I can't believe that. Or are you like, this is amazing. It's so exciting. I'm so excited to learn this so I can actually do this for my family and I can never have money issues again. You really got to check yourself and think about what your reaction was. Okay. How do you view new opportunities? You must be sold on the importance of making money online and realize the shift has already happened. It's already happened. The people that don't understand the online game or try to make money online, they're doomed in the next 10 years. That's why I'm so passionate about this. So let me share the importance of it and then we'll dive into the tactics. You guys ready to go? You excited? I'm fired up. So first, it's not attached to your time. Imagine getting paid for your value and intelligence, not your time. Imagine having no ceiling to how much money you make. One of my previous companies, I was making 300-something thousand at a younger age, but I was capped. So no matter how much better I got, I wasn't going to make any more money. I was capped. And it's not a motivating way to live, right? Your market is worldwide. Imagine having the freedom to attract and really being able to attract people all over the world. Imagine having the freedom to do what you want, when you want, on your terms. Imagine being able to travel to your favorite places and making money while you're traveling. And imagine not having the dread coming back to work towards the end of your travel. Imagine waking up when you want, working when you want, knowing you're the most creative. You're working when you're the most creative and when you have the most willpower. Right? Think about that. This is the importance of making money online. Now, this is foreign to me. I didn't know anybody, I think the first 20-something years of my life, that was making money online. I was introduced to eBay and I saw some stuff on eBay and I started doing a business on eBay and making money. But here's the catch. Everyone said I couldn't do that. That's luck and it's not sustainable. So I stopped doing that. And remember, when someone tells you something enough and that's all you know, it becomes truth. That's why it's important that I didn't let my small town mind keep me small-minded, right? So reasons come first, results come second. So how do I go from 18, 19, confused from a small town to obviously doing what I'm doing now? Well, the reasons piled up. So this is very important to understand. You cannot skip this step. Okay, you can't skip this step. You have to figure out why you want to make money online. For me, I didn't like others telling me what to do. I knew at a younger age, I always felt like I rebelled. I don't know why I didn't really respect a lot of authority because they would always place me in a box, tell me what to do, tell me when to leave, tell me when to go to the bathroom. I had to ask. I just didn't like it. So I didn't like other people. Now, maybe some people do love others telling them what to do. And maybe entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but I think everyone should experience it at least, but I didn't like it, having people tell me what to do. I hated to ask permission. Don't know why, I just didn't like asking permission. So every time I had to ask for permission for something, it just piled up inside me. It just drove me crazy. Having a ceiling demotivated me. Realizing, I remember sitting in the valet booth and I remember adding up my paychecks, $7.05 an hour times 40 hours a week, times 4 weeks, times 3 months. I was working there all summer. And I looked at that number and I thought, man, no matter what I do, no matter how many books I read, I could go home and study all night about how to be a better salesperson, how to be a better leader, how to be a better entrepreneur, how to be more successful. I could study all night and all day, still make the same money. I could go extra mile at work. I could open doors for customers. I could park a bunch of cars. it demotivated me because the money was the same, right? I didn't like lack of choices. I still very, very clearly remember, my wife, Kayla, can tell you, I didn't like being at the restaurant and not being able to get an appetizer, or thinking, this meal's too much. Wow, we can't get that. Sorry, sweetie, we can't get that. That's just, I don't want to get, let's split something. Let's get it cheaper. I hated that. And those things that I thought about, right? When I was becoming an entrepreneur, I had no other option. I never enjoyed vacations because probably the last 3 days of the vacation, I didn't enjoy it because I was thinking about going back home to work. So I never really enjoyed vacations because I didn't love what I did, right? And I had trouble sleeping. I just knew I was made for more. So if you can relate to any of these, that's a good thing. The reasons are piling up. Now my reasons are at a whole different level. Now it's my son, my wife. That's my son, Santana. He's 23 months now, 24 months too. And that's Sienna. So now we have a new one, right? So that's my motivation. You got to stack up your reasons. Why are you doing what you're doing? Everybody can make money online with the right perspective and the right roadmap. So let me talk about why I failed first. First thing I tried to do is I tried to do everything myself. I tried to build the website. I tried to do the marketing. I tried to figure out everything on my own. And I'll tell you, this is one thing I learned quickly. The figure it out myself mentality is one of the top reasons most never ever reach the 6-figure or 7-figure mark. You might be able to reach 6 figures, but you'll never get the 7 figures with the figure it out myself mentality. You need help. You need a network of people, right? Why I failed. I took too many opinions. I was listening to everybody, and I was overwhelmed because I was listening to too many people. So once I was trying to do it all myself, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get some opinions. And then the opinions overwhelmed me, right? So both ways didn't work for me. But and also why I failed, I thought I had to be techie. Like I thought I had to know about technology, which I knew nothing about technology. I really still don't. And I'll share with you how to do that. Why I succeeded? Very, very simple. I found a proven roadmap. I changed my mentality, and I elevated who I was around. That's really it. I found a proven roadmap. So here's what's cool. It's not about age, experience, where you're from, small town, big town, successful parents, not successful parents, doesn't matter. When you have a roadmap and you change your mentality and you elevate who you're around, anything is possible. That's why we're now seeing 17-year-olds make millions and broke 50-year-olds. Because sometimes they don't want to find the proven roadmap because they're figuring it out themselves, or they're stubborn, and they don't want to change their mentality because they're stubborn, and they don't want to elevate who they're around because they're stubborn. Stubborn people will get destroyed in the next 12 months. And I'm scared for them. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this. So the 8 most lucrative and proven side hustles. I want to start with this right away. Start with a bang, okay? There's a huge shift happening. And these are the things that are working right now. And I want to talk about the most proven ones, but I want you to realize these all have the same formula for success. So knowing these is one thing, but then you got to know the formula on how to make these things happen, okay? That's the main focus. So I'll go through each of these. And by the way, we're going to do some Q&A at the end. So any questions you guys have, make sure you guys think about those, put them in the chat, and my team will rally those for the end of the training as well. First thing, coaching and mentorship. Okay, coaching and mentorship. This is a huge, huge industry. This industry has blown up the last couple of years. This is the ability to help somebody else. Teachers, mentors, trainers, instructors, all coaches. Just about a month or two ago, I was at a coffee shop. I was sitting outside, and a lady, I like to work at coffee shops sometimes, and I'm outside. A lady met with 2 different kids in a span of about an hour, so 30 minutes each. They were like writing things in their journal, and they were talking. I wasn't really trying to listen because that's rude, but I also was partly eavesdropping. I was like, what's going on? They were talking about, I heard him say something about being confident in public. Long story short, when the second kid left, I asked her, I go, what's going on here? Looks like you like to help people. You help, is this like tutoring or is this, what are you doing? And she goes, oh, I help once a month. I help, or a couple times a month, I help kids with social anxiety. She charges $250 a month. She has 4 kids a week, 16 a month at $250. That's $4K a month, so $50K a year for a couple hours a month. I said, wow, that's pretty cool. So that's coaching and mentorship. She's literally helping kids. Their parents pay $250 a month, help kids with social anxiety. That's a big issue. So she's doing something rewarding and she's making $50K a year. This is just kind of her side hustle. She has a full-time job, she said. So how many of you would want to make an extra $4K a month? Raise your hand. Right? 16 a month. So that's 16 hours. No, that's not a lot. That's a couple hours a week to make 4K a month. A lot of you guys, right? So that's the first thing. You can coach and mentor people in something you already know. Tim Grover, who's a friend of mine who I interviewed before, he was Michael Jordan's trainer. He was just coaching and training Michael Jordan. I mean, obviously that's different, but some of the best people in the world coach and train. 2, masterminds, virtual workshops, events, bringing in other high-level people to bounce ideas off of, gathering others. You can be the facilitator or you can be the one providing value. You can build yourself multiple mastermind groups. You can form some in your industry and outside your industry. Now, there's so many different things you can teach on virtual workshops or masterminds. You can teach language, Spanish. You can teach how to read quicker. You can teach how to fly a drone. David, who's been in one of our programs, makes $250,000 a year teaching people how to fly drones. That's it. How to fly drones. You can do photography for a brand. You can do photography for wedding companies, for families. You can teach people how to use IG or TikTok or YouTube or Facebook ads. You can create snippets or swipe ups. You can teach people how to knit, if you know how to knit, how to garden. You guys realize that if you have a skill, someone else will pay you to teach them, and your market is not your hometown. Your market is not your state. Your market is the World Wide Web. Billions and billions of people. You can do health and fitness, group trainings, meal plans. There's so many different ways, and I'll give you some more ideas. I hope you guys, your brain's already spinning, right? Purposeful sales is another one. Solar, windows, glass doors. I've sold knives before. Okay. Real estate, insurance. You can sell other people's high-end courses. I partnered with Tony Robbins 2 years ago, and he wanted me to promote his course to some of the people I knew. We sold $90,000 of his courses. I split it with him. Only did it 1 week of promotions, right? So sales is one of the highest paid skills that you can develop. And in the new economy, skills are weapons. Skills are weapons. Next, online courses or challenges. So what this means is anything above, you can create a course. A course is something you create once and you sell it over and over and over again. Knowledge is power. And if you have specialized knowledge, it's worth a significant amount. Whatever you're best at, teach people to succeed at that or solve a problem people care about, and you can charge big money. Because if you're a couple steps ahead of somebody, they want to pay to cut their learning curve in half. You can search people based off topics. You can search YouTube and see if people are driving people to a website, and you can create an email follow-up sequence for them. You can create a opt-in for them. I just heard about a auto detailing business that they had a YouTube channel to teach people how to create auto detailing businesses for $500. So they were leading people to an email. One of the guy I talked to yesterday's friends reached out and said, hey, I'll teach you how to do a webinar. All the people you're driving to your website, here's an email to share with them. Get them to a webinar. I'll help you design the webinar and we'll split it. This is money he wasn't making. And they absolutely crushed it because he had nothing on the back end. You can apply skills to existing businesses. You can book people on a podcast. People charge for that. You can do Facebook advertising. You can repurpose content for people. Right? Anytime you make a business money, they'll want to pay you. And by the way, so I'm learning Spanish. My son speaks a little Spanish. We looked for a month. We would have paid thousands of dollars per month to have someone teach us Spanish, me and my wife. There was nothing online. I was just dumbfounded. I mean, I would pay a couple grand. You get 3 of me, that's 6, 7, 8 grand a month to teach someone a language you already know. People just aren't creative enough, right? So that's another example. E-commerce, drop shipping, Amazon, right? This is a huge, huge market. I'm not going to go in details, but you can learn more about what that is. But that's a very, very, very successful industry right now. The convenience model, let me share what this is. This is basing it off a problem that needs to be solved. Okay, so when all the schools shut down, I knew 2 people, teachers, they got sick of the school system. They started teaching entrepreneur classes on Zoom to students. Their parents paid, it was cheap. It was $97 a month for one of the classes. I think she had 55, 60 kids in the first month. That's $6,000. You do classes every month, that's 6 grand a month. You do 2 different classes, that's 12 grand a month. We were in Vegas one time. My wife was playing poker, and there's not a lot of healthy food in casinos if you've been to casinos. And there was a company that started down there that was just crushing it. They delivered vegetarian and vegan food tableside. So you order for them and they deliver it to you. And their market was higher level people. So it was expensive, but they were making a killing. I knew a guy that makes $5K a month just offering to redo Airbnb pictures in their area and then letting them know they'll redo the copy and make their closing percentage of who books for them more efficient. So if someone books 16 nights a month with them, he says the pictures can help them get to 20 something nights, and they just either split the profit or he charges. If you look at Airbnb, I search for Airbnbs a lot. We travel a lot. Some of the pictures make me not want to stay there because they're so bad. So that's another thing. You just got to think creative and think outside the box. There's also someone that repurposes videos on YouTube, a huge hip hop artist. They just redo his videos and put music behind it or put different visuals behind it, and they get millions of views. So they're making 5, 10 grand a month redoing other people's music because they're such a popular artist. I mean, there's so many different ways. There's a kid named Ryan who's 9 years old who reviews toys on YouTube and gets paid millions, right? Multiple real estate streams. Okay, multiple real estate streams. There's a lot of ways in real estate you can make money with no money down. You can leverage debt. Obviously you have to research this, but this is one of my favorites. So there's a guy that in Arizona who knew I was looking for houses. He found me a deal off market that had built-in equity. He gave it to me. I paid him $15K. That's what he charged. So he made $15K finding me an off market house. I made probably $80K on that house 2 years later. So it's a win-win for both of us. He does that 3 times a month. He's making $45K a month finding. Now you might say, how does he do that? Well, you got to do research. It's not just going to appear for you. You got to actually put the work in. Cryptocurrency and Forex. I know a lot of you guys have probably made a killing. This is needed at the highest level. This is not a training promoting crypto, but I want to share why I like it, as it's helping a lot of people escape the rat race, right? So we can kind of dive into that, why I love cryptocurrency. I'll just go through this quickly. The technology's proven, it's needed, it's unhackable. Some of the world's brightest minds, some of the people that I respect the most, like some of the geniuses out in the world right now, live by it, use it, invest in it. It bridges the gap between innovation without permission, your freedom to send 24/7, whenever you want, to anybody in the world. I can't send money on weekends. I cannot go to my bank and send money on weekends. It's crazy to me. I can't do wires, right? In El Salvador, it's now legal tender. So it's legal. They only use Bitcoin in El Salvador. So it's becoming mass adopted, which is crazy. I also want to share, and I can't stand somebody else controlling my money. I love freedom, which is why I got attracted to crypto in the first place. Bitcoin is money for the people. And currently there's 6.5 billion people who don't have access to bank accounts. This bridges the gap. Bitcoin is innovation without permission. So I want to share with you my top 6 favorite crypto projects. This isn't financial advice, but I'm just trying to give as much value as possible. These are ones that I've done massive research on, the pedigree of people are around them, what type of projects they're investing in or they're part of, how many are in circulation, how big of a problem does it solve, and the 5 most successful people I know that invested in them, I interview them as well. So these are people that I've done research on. Now, I did a similar training in May and gave these similar projects. Every single one is up. Some 200-300%. So if people would have listened, they would have made a lot of money. This is obvious, Bitcoin. Second one, Ethereum. These are my favorites. Cardano, which is ADA, Solana, which is SOL, VeChain, which is VET, and Luna. Okay, now a lot of people push coins. You might even see people in the chat, hey, do this one, and you never heard of it. It's because they make money off it, or it's like their friend's coin. That stuff I don't really trust. I like the ones that are solid, right? These are my favorites. So if you're into crypto, great. If not, no big deal. All right, so here's the deal. Here's what I've learned, okay? This is the 3-step process to making money online. Now, when I give you those side hustles, when I talk about those things to do, people don't understand that you have to actually realize that this is secondary, understanding how to make money doing those things. They forget the actual system. I'm gonna give you the system, okay? So first, you have to understand, secret one, you gotta shift from complexity to simplicity. What that means is, people think they need to sell themselves and their expertise. You don't. This is a big mistake. You need to sell the solution or outcome to the prospect's problem or desire. You don't need to sell yourself. If you don't have expertise or a ton of experience, that doesn't matter. Solve the problem the prospect cares about. Solve the problem the prospect cares about. And you have to understand the purpose of business. Okay, so if you understand the purpose of business, you can start understanding how online money works. The whole purpose of business, the end result. I was at a $10,000 Tony Robbins business mastery event. And the whole event, this was his main point. This is the end result of business. So I'll save you guys 10 grand and share this with you right away so you know. Any business you start, this is the purpose of business. Okay, it's to create followers that turn into supporters, and that's by being consistent. That's by posting content, helping them, sharing inspirational stuff, whatever it is, helping them solve a problem. And then being consistent in understanding if you're authentic, if you're genuine, if people trust you, they become believers. But that's not the purpose of business. The purpose of business is to create the final key, raving fans. Whoever has the most raving fans makes the most money. So if you're not making money online, you don't have enough raving fans. Raving fans are people that tell everyone about you because of the results you got them. And there's only one way to create a raving fan. Only one way to create a raving fan, okay? And that is you've actually got to get them results. Like they lost 5 pounds because of you. They've increased their bottom line. They made an extra $1,000 a month. They built a relationship. They got rid of a toxic relationship. They quit their job. When you actually get people results and you shift their emotional frequency and help them live better, they're a fan for life and they'll buy whatever you have. Okay, that's a huge key. So think about this. When I sold stuff on eBay, my customers didn't care if I was 15 or 75. They just wanted the product. I remember running a sales team when I was 23. Most people I interviewed were older than me. I didn't sell my expertise or the results or what results I got. I sold them on the opportunity to build a life on their terms and create some financial freedom. People care what you can do for them, not about what you've done. Age and experience are secondary to getting people results. I forgot this when I first started, and I was throwing up on people trying to tell them all about me. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Untold secret number 2, create your tribe online. You have to create a tribe online. One of the biggest mistakes I see is asking for something before adding any real value. Too many people are asking without giving value first. So post and promote free content. Game changer truth. The likelihood of the marketplace responding because you want something is 0. If you're just getting online because you want something, you want money, it doesn't work that way. You have to actually give value to the marketplace. So you want to claim and master what topic, what industry do you want to get into? What topic do you want to cover? Think about these questions. I kind of did some research and put these up because I went through this when I started. What are you good at? What do you know that others don't? What's something you've studied or enjoyed? Where are you a couple steps ahead? So start creating content. Okay. You can inspire, you can entertain, you can educate, you can document your journey, day in the life. You can document starting out. There's a lot of documentaries, a lot of people out there that said, hey, I want to document my first $10,000 online. Right? I've never done this. I'm broke right now. People want to see the journey. People care more about your struggles than your successes. Tactics, you can teach, you can give challenges, sharing others' content, right? You can do all of these things. I wanted to share a real world example so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is Maverick. He's in our recession proof course that we created. Hey, game changers, I got my first client signed up just from the consistent free trainings I've been posting regularly on the various social media platforms. Peter always preaches that consistency pays off, right? Well, my client followed me for a while on YouTube, then on Instagram, and then finally decided I was legit and I was serious about helping or serving my followers. He DM'd me via LinkedIn and asked if I offered any one-on-one mentoring or coaching. And then asked if he could call me to discuss options and pricing. 10 minutes later, he tells me he's all in for a $2,000 package. I am thrilled. You do that 3 times, that's $6,000 a year. You do that for the year, 70 grand. How many of you guys would love to have an extra 70 grand? Let's just say an extra 2 grand a month. Just an extra 2 grand a month for your bills. Maybe an extra 6 grand a month will help you quit your job if you don't like it. Now, obviously we helped them create a script and stuff like that, but he was just posting free content, giving value. And this is what happened. 2K, his first 2K. So you get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. If you're not very valuable, you don't make a lot of money. That's why it's important. The more value and free stuff you put out, the more people come to you. You put out content that actually helps someone, they're a raving fan. They're going to want to buy. So here's the trick. Give away your best content at the beginning. Make it a point to give away better content than most people pay thousands for. This forces you to level up and create even better content, so it's a win-win situation. And once you do this, then you ask the customers what they want, then you deliver for them. Your customers are the marketing geniuses. This is Josh. I just got my first sale of my course today. I haven't even launched it, but I wanted someone to test and make sure everything was working. I put up a post for a couple hours and had many people eager to buy. So you don't even have to create a full course before you sell it, right? So that's number 2. Start creating content, build a tribe. Untold secret number 3, elevating your circle of influence and your network. So this is the ultimate secret weapon. Your circle of influence is the single most important aspect of your growth and your results. So let me share an example of what I mean by that. And by the way, when I say circle of influence or post free content, look for ways to reduce suffering. People care about what you can do for them, right? So if you want to make $1 million, make 1 million people achieve any of the following: make them feel better, help them solve a problem, educate them, make them look better, give them security, raise a positive emotion, make things easier, enhance their dreams. So next time you're kind of looking on the internet and thinking about making money, sit back and say, what do I have to offer the world? Offer the world value, and you become magnetized to money. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I've seen, is people try to make money without adding any value. So let me explain what I mean by the right network here, okay? So the right network equals a proven roadmap. So for me, when I was in direct sales, I didn't know anything about direct sales. I was failing. I went broke. But I found a great network of people that gave me a proven roadmap to follow. This raised my standards for what I was expecting. I saw a 25-year-old get a $40,000 bonus and buy a second house. I did not know 25-year-olds even bought houses. In my head, only 40 and 50-year-old established adults bought houses. That was a whole new world for me. So network equals proven roadmap. I got paid. I wanted to get paid to speak. I had no clue how. And I had the wrong network of people around me. But once I got the right network of people that also speak on stage, they told me how to do it, and they got me to speak on stage. I wanted to become an author. I had no idea how to write a book. I joined a mastermind filled with authors, and I got the exact proven roadmap. I wanted to write for Entrepreneur and Forbes. I started DMing and reaching out to people that write for Entrepreneur and Forbes. I built relationships, and they gave me the roadmap and what to do. I wrote for Entrepreneur and Forbes. I wanted to make money online while traveling. I didn't know how to do that. I loved the feeling of working from anywhere. So I started reaching out to people that were already doing it, and I got a roadmap, and it started happening. See, people love to complicate things. Simplify. Network equals roadmap. Investing in real estate. I had no clue what to do. I wanted to create passive income. I didn't know where to start. Somebody I knew in my network introduced me to a company that helps me create passive income. It was $32,000 a year to join, but but I got it free because of my connection. Now I invest in real estate and make 6 figures in passive income. Investing in real estate overseas, I had no idea what to do. Someone was at one of my workshops and introduced me to their uncle who does real estate and develops overseas in Mexico, Tulum, Cancun. Now I've invested overseas because they gave me a roadmap. I was nervous and scared, but when you have a roadmap, everything's easier. I wanted to create courses and masterminds. I didn't know how to do that till I found a network. Lastly, knew nothing about cryptocurrency till I met somebody in Tokyo when I was speaking there, and they had already been in crypto, and they explained to me what it was, gave me guidance, and that helped me. So here's the kicker. You don't need to figure it out when you have the right network. You don't need to figure it out, okay? Your network instantly improves your positioning. And when you position yourself correctly, you don't need to have a bunch of customers, okay? So when you position yourself and you look good and your perspective of your business, better leads, more referrals, more respect, higher prices, okay? So the top 2 goals that you guys share with me in your emails when I asked what your goals were, top 2 goals I got, make more money in less time, which makes sense, right? Make more money in less time. In short, you wanted to make more money with less effort, all from one practice, okay? That's what this is. So I'm interviewing Tony Horton, who's the founder of P90X. He's the face of P90X. A lot of people don't know this. They were struggling. They almost went bankrupt. They were making no money. They could not sell one DVD. Now they're the highest selling DVD of all time for the fitness industry. And he told me off camera, privately, what they did. He goes, we were trying everything and nothing worked. People just would not buy. One thing changed everything, and this is positioning. This helped them go from broke, no one knowing what P90X was, to the #1 selling DVD of all time for fitness. That's it. Social proof. Now everyone does this, but they were the first ones to ever do this, before and after. So how many testimonials do you have of raving fans? That should be everywhere, right? That should be your focus. My mentor taught me a smart person learns from their mistakes, as all successful people do, but those wanting world-class results learn from other people's mistakes so they can cut their learning curve in half. So the top goals were make more money in less time, right? In short, make more money from one practice. So remember my failures. I tried to do everything myself. I wasn't betting on myself. I wasn't investing in myself. I was just trying to figure everything out on my own. And I thought I had to be tech savvy, right? And what this cost me was a lot more time, more stress, worse results. Here's the truth most people won't tell you about. No matter how good the system and the mechanics and the information is, if you don't have this one final piece, nothing will happen for you. This is something that we don't naturally have, and it's the difference between the 95 and the 5. It's not intelligence, motivation, or having a big vision. The most important element for creating the life and income you dream of, this is a bonus lesson. You guys mind if I give you a bonus lesson? Is that cool? Just one bonus lesson. Effective execution. Execution is what takes everything I've shared with you today and makes success possible. It's the only thing that produces real results. The most important element for creating the life and income you dream of. Unfortunately, it's the hardest to do consistently. But of course, I want to help you on how to do this. So how do you become a master executor? Like you actually take action. There's 4 critical elements of effective execution. 1, you got to simplify. Get rid of all the noise in your head and simplify. What do you really want? I've already kind of done this now, simplified exactly how to do it, but that's the first step to taking action, is simplifying what matters and what doesn't. Then it's prioritizing. How important is this? How strong reasons do you have? If you're like, yeah, it's a hobby, maybe I'll try to make money later. I'm not that serious now. Right now, I'll just see how this job is and I'll see where the economy goes. Then it's not a priority. You're not going to execute. But if you stack up a lot of reasons, it became a priority for me because I couldn't stand other people telling me what to do and because I had no money. So I'm like, I have to make this work. It was a priority. And once I prioritized it, then I sold myself on it where there's no other alternative. If you can sell yourself on the importance of investing in yourself and the importance of going in the online world, whether you're 17 years old with no experience or whether you're 71 years old, age is irrelevant. You got to sell yourself. And lastly, support. With the right support, anything is possible. This is why it's so critical, right? Without the proper support and system in place, you'll find excuses not to take action. You'll get distracted, pulled off path. You'll be stopped when challenges arise, and you won't have the mental fortitude to push through. And worst of all, you'll start focusing on the wrong actions, right? You'll consistently kind of fool yourself in thinking that you're busy and thinking you're progressing when you're just actually being busy, right? That's a huge, huge key. So a year from now, you'll be in the same place you are today, which I don't want. So the massive success formula is proven strategies and systems with the right support. Number one formula equals leverage and freedom. When you have support and systems, the right blueprint, you start to have freedom and leverage where you can do what you want on your terms. And I will tell you, just from experience, this training is focused on making money online and how to attract people to your business. But deeper than that, why it's important is because we all deserve freedom, real freedom to do what we want on our terms. So this was me and my wife when we first got together, when I started finally figuring the online thing out. We were able to travel the world, go to Costa Rica, go to Tulum, go to anywhere we wanted to go, right? And I started to really understand the power of freedom. Aspen, we went all over the place, Mykonos, Greece, Tokyo. The next level is I started bringing family. I brought my mom. I took care of my mom. I paid for my mom. She went to Dubai with me. She went to Mykonos. She's gone to Greece, all kinds of places. And then next level for me is then I had kids. Now I can't imagine having someone else tell me when I have to work and when I can see my kids. Excuse me, next week, these 57 hours, you have to be away from your family. I don't care what you say. Sorry, I can't have that anymore. You guys that have kids, you know this, right? Now this is Santana. This was when he was younger. This is him, a little older. This was us in Jacksonville, Wyoming. And then Kayla got pregnant, which made me even more focused, right? There's Sienna. She kind of looks like me, huh? I get emotional thinking about these. But the reason I put these up here is simple. It's not even really to inspire. It's just to give you the facts. Real freedom is priceless. Real peace of mind is priceless. Now, if you've built $1 million business, but you don't have a lifestyle you're inspired by, you did it all wrong. Let me give you an example. So this is Josh. He was 17 years old. Now he's older, but this was 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. High school student in New Zealand, no network, lack of direction. He was making $1,700 a month. He used these strategies. He made the decision. He shifted his perspective. He invested in himself. He followed our proven system. He positioned himself correctly and he executed. In under 90 days, he went from 1,700 to 10,000. That's 6x. So it works. So just to recap, lesson 1, shift from complexity to simplicity and understand the purpose of business is just to create raving fans. Stop trying to do everything yourself, okay? Lesson 2, start creating content online and actually creating some raving fans. Doesn't matter what your age are or where you live. It's not about you. Someone says, I'm not good on camera. It doesn't matter. It's not about you. It's about the people you're impacting. Get off yourself and on purpose, right? Lesson 3, ask the audience what they want and deliver. Once you build up a following, ask them what they want and then deliver. The ultimate hack. Bonus lesson, invest in yourself and find the best training and the best guidance. And the only way you're really going to create a life and business on your terms is by making money online. There's no other way. If you only make more money when you work more hours, you'll never create real freedom, right? And there's no more excuses left. Look around. The only limitations one has are those they've placed in their own mind. So hopefully I've got rid of some of those limitations. I'm not sure if Christy's watching or not, but this is another cool story. You don't have to read the whole thing, but she's 39. She worked at Walmart as a food associate. She had a specific disease, Charge syndrome, and was born severely deaf and eyes that have Columbo, and you can read it, but she had a disease that was not reversible. I have retardation in growth, which means I started developing physically until the age of 16. I dealt with severe depression. She developed a mindset where she couldn't make money because of her disabilities. There was people that told her she would never have $10,000 in her account. She's dreaming. Stop trying to chase success. You're only going to work at Walmart. because of she got in our recession proof program and she invested in some crypto and did some other stuff. She followed our guidance. For the first time in her life, she exceeded 10,000 in her bank account and made $15,000 in a couple days, which was more than she made in half a year working minimum wage. Now I'm finally getting closer to 6 figures. Like I mentioned before, may just hit it by August. 2021 is filled with so many opportunities. It's unbelievable, but you got to actually be able to capitalize, right? So why do all the top achievers invest in masterminds? Why are they paying 25, 100, even $1 million per year to invest in their network? Because the right guidance is a force multiplier that keeps you on track, moving forward towards your goals as efficiently, as effectively as possible. Now you're watching this live training with me, right? You've shown that you're committed and serious about success. You've kind of seen the 3-step process to making money online. And you've seen that when you combine execution with a proven roadmap, you can finally do things you've dreamed of. You can travel and be with family more. You can grow and scale your online business. You can make money not attached to your time. You can have complete autonomy and freedom, replace stress with peace of mind. And there's more opportunity than ever today. But a lot of people are struggling, hating their work and stressing about money. They're working too hard for little results. That's one of the reasons I want to help. Let me ask you a question. I do talk fast. I get passionate. Sometimes I stumble over my words because I'm excited. How many of you guys, you have to be honest with me. How many of you guys feel like this? Feel like this right now? Be honest. Raise your hand. Oh, I can't say your name. Tavest, Tomiar, Natasha, Kingsley. I figured. Alturo, CJ, Keith. So I get it. Obviously, you got some value. Now, how many of you guys did get some value that you're going to use or you feel like is something that you can take with you? That makes me feel good. Okay. I talk fast and I know this last 45 to an hour have been fun, but some of you guys might feel like this. If I had a way to kind of continue the conversation, would you be interested? How many of you guys would like to get access to an exclusive and proven networking community? If you don't mind, I put together a unique package for you involving my 6 months to 6 figures course, some very exclusive trainings and interviews I've done, and I want to show you kind of the overall movement that we created. It has all the stuff that will make what we talked about today easier to execute in your life and business. And you now understand the importance of the right training and the right mentorship. You understand the importance of making money online. And would you agree that it could drastically increase the quality of your life if you were able to make money online? And I'm guessing you're here. You want another level of success in life. I'm guessing you have that nagging pull inside you and you're here for a reason, whether it's to take care of the people around you, capitalize on what's coming, or just create some certainty for your future. Or maybe you're somebody who knows they have to go online and you want to create another revenue stream, not attached to your time, but you don't know what actions to take. This is why we created what's called the VIP Recession Proof Package. We carefully crafted this and I'm super excited to share this with you. If you're serious about thriving in the new economy and you're ready to get the proven roadmap, make money online, and create real freedom, this is for you. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want to get to the goals and the success you want in your life? Do you want to get there fast or slow? Now, a lot of people say fast. I said fast, but I was doing it the slow way. I was studying a bunch of free stuff online. I was trying to do everything myself, right? And it caused me to be overwhelmed. I want to help you implement all these actions consistently so you can start making money online, create predictable, consistent income, create more certainty in your life. But we know that's not the most important thing. So you can create more freedom for you and your family, create real financial success, and give yourself a bulletproof plan and almost guarantee success in the next year, no matter what the economy does. See, it's not about the economy, it's about your economy, right? And live a life on your terms, your own way. So after working with over 11,000 entrepreneurs, I've invested $250,000 myself on development and spending thousands of hours of researching. We've created the complete system you need. It's called the VIP Recession Proof Package, and it's going to help you go from where you are now to making money online. And I'll share exactly what you get. So first, I'm excited about this. What you're going to get is My complete 6 months to six figures deep dive training. This is my flagship course. This is sold out. This is sold for $19.97. That's the price. Now, obviously, you guys are going to get a deal. You get 43 detailed step-by-step training modules, 6 months to six figures complete workbook, the playbook of how I made six figures in 13 industries, kind of the behind the scenes, the roadmap to gain crystal clear clarity in the next 6 months, and the complete system to design your ideal life. So this is $19.97, but this is what I created a couple years ago that's focused on how to have the best 6 months you've ever had. Okay. I'm also going to throw in there, because once you have live trainings, it makes it more real. So I'm also going to have Millionaire Mentors live every single month. Imagine the top influencers in the world personally mentoring you. People like Gary Vaynerchuk and Eric Thomas and Robert Kiyosaki actually spoken to our members 3 different times. Grant Cardone spoken 3 different times. Brian Tracy, Tim Sykes, Ariana Huffington, Elon Musk, Randall Pitt, Shailene Johnson, David Goggins, Jocko Willink, Kiyosaki, of course. So imagine, see, speed is the most valuable thing you can have in the new economy, and having people who can anticipate your problems and help you avoid common pitfalls is crucial, right? Learn from the world's most successful people live, access to all previous recordings, new personal mentors each month, and you get your questions answered in real time. Total value is $3,564 because it's $297 a month usually. So you get the complete 6 months to six figures flagship course. So you have everything you need to maximize the next 6 months. Imagine where you'll be in the next 6 months. You have the live millionaire monthly calls, total value 5561. Now, for anyone that has questions, once you get the best training and guidance and the best mentors, now it's time to come together and get all your questions answered so you have clarity. Remember, the most deadly attitude you can have is I'll figure it out myself. Now you have a network of other people. This is kind of how you build your $1 million network overnight with people online from all over the world. Okay, so you instantly elevate your network, hot seat calls monthly. That's where everyone gets on the phone and you share some of your biggest business challenges, what you do, who you are, and you get all your questions answered. Any questions you have, where to start, the best companies to use for websites, connections, if you need a logo, this is where you get all that. You get accountability and mentorship, and you get access to my connections and my resources as well. Total value $97 a month, so it's $1164 for the year. So now you have the complete 6 months to six figures course. You have the live monthly millionaire guest speakers. So now you get outside perspective from successful people that they can share ideas with you. You can ask questions. And then we come together and do a live Q&A with other members once a month. So this is now twice a month you have live trainings. Total value is $6,725. Now, the number one question I got was, what if I'm new? What if I'm starting out? I don't know what I want to do. How do I start a business? So we created in the last year, mastering self-awareness and monetizing your strengths training. So this is a very deep dive training. It's called the Ultimate Clarity Tool. Now what this is when I transitioned to entrepreneurship, it took me 8 months to a year to figure out what I wanted to do. I had no clue. I was stressed out, frustrated. I was studying. I bought every book about clarity. I was talking to people. I bought courses, training. So I took everything I did for that 8 to 10 months and I simplified it into this simple tool that will help you figure out your unique ability, will help you figure out the best industry for you, will help you monetize your strengths and your unique ability. And step-by-step questions. This gets me so excited because this is like cutting your learning curve in half. It gives you step-by-step how to gain clarity. And it also will help you quit your job and make your first 1,000. This is the ideal program if you're just starting out. So I threw this in there for you guys that are starting out. Total value $997. So now you get the 6 months to six figures flagship course. So it could help you maximize the next 6 months and really be ahead of the game. You see, in business, you're always looking for competitive advantages, right? Live millionaire guest speakers, live mastermind calls with other members every month on Zoom, And we also do in-person events, but obviously that's kind of depending on what's happening. Mastering self-awareness and monetizing your strengths. The total value is 7722. Okay, 7,000. Now, if it's 7,000 and it makes you an extra 20, is that worth it? Right? Of course. Now, for you guys that really want to dive deep in the internet money thing, we're going to give you an internet money training where you can learn how to position yourself in the market so people chase you versus you chasing people. I've never once reached out to anybody to speak in an event, to do anything in our business, to be a part of Time Magazine, Forbes. They've reached out to me because of our positioning. I'm going to teach you exactly how we did that. How to build an online empire from scratch, the exact 10-step process, how to create engaging content and leverage social media to grow your brand, how to create lucrative partnerships and affiliates, and then a YouTube Secrets Masterclass taught by people that have over 3 million subscribers on YouTube. Total value is $997. So now you're getting all of these things we talked about, plus the internet money training, which is almost a $9,000 value. Now, to help you navigate and to help you stay consistent and focused, I wanted to give you something that will complement everything else. This is our time management and productivity masterclass. So this is the first thing you'll have access to, where it'll help you manage your time so you can navigate and figure out exactly where to start so there's no confusion. Every single thing we're giving you complements each other. So this is $597. Action plans to help maximize your focus so you have clarity on what's next. We focus on mastery versus overload, how to figure out what your time is worth, productivity mastery interview series, 13 proven profit and value maximizers, how to make your value more known, and a deep dive implementation guide as well. Now, so what you're going to get, the complete 6 months of 6 figures, all of this value of $9,300. Now, if all this did was give you access to a network of amazing and like-minded people, would it be worth it? If all this did was make you an extra 2 to 5K per month on your terms, would it be worth it? If all this did was help you make 5K a month, would it be worth it? Ask yourself that. If all this did was help you claim 8 to 10 hours of your freedom back, would it be worth it? So what's the investment? Here's the deal. 1 day mastermind intensive with me, which is like a 1 day full immersion, is $15K usually. One-on-one coaching is 4 to 8K a month. I don't do that anymore. Consulting companies pay me $10K a month. Our in-person workshops are $2,500. And for a 60-minute speech is $20 to $25. I actually raised that price when my daughter was born, so it's $30,000. I've stopped doing most of those things, and I've put all my energy and focus in helping people make money online because of the economy. So what's the investment? You can try and figure everything out on your own and spend thousands upon thousands, or hire a consultant for 10K plus. I get paid $30K for an hour speech and have turned down $5,000 per month to teach this same content. So how much will this cost me? It's not the 1 day price. It's not the $8,300, which is what most people have paid for these separately. It's not $1997, which is the price just for my 6 months of 6 figures course, or the lowest price we've ever done on a webinar, which is $997. There was a discounted price on this once for $697. It's not even that. For the action takers and those willing to bet on themselves, we're doing a one-time only recession-proof webinar special. I'm super excited to share this. We wanted to make it affordable for you, but when you pay attention. So it has to be something. You get access and you can enroll today for only $197. That's 3 investments. So I'm going to give you this link. Okay. So once I give you this link, I know a lot of you guys are excited. You're action takers. Open a new browser and go to this link and you can see all the details. It's peterjvoog.com/go. Or you can save $100 and make one investment of $497. So you get all access to the VIP Recession Proof Package, one-time online special for $497. And I was talking to my business partner. We're never going to do this special again. We already made a decision. It's too valuable. We are doing it right now, but we're never going to do this again. So once the timer's up, it's over. Now, Even if you bought them individually at full price, it's still worth the value, but this is a crazy deal. I think it's 90% off. peterjvoog.com/go. Now, we wanted to show you in a way that kind of guarantees where there's no risk for you. I know this might be a substantial investment for some of you guys, right? This is 100% results guaranteed. Your investment is fully protected where there's no risk. I'm going to put myself out there and on the line and say, hey, if you don't think this is the best program in the industry, because no one's ever touched this level of comprehensive, relevant, and deep dive content, and they mixed it with millionaire training like we have. Sign up for this. And if you don't fly out in the next week and you don't believe it's the best training in the industry, no problem. Tell us, we'll give you your money back. No questions asked. Look, I will not waste your time. I've been through a lot of things, some tragic things. I've been broke. I've been discouraged. And I've been through a lot of programs that don't work. Okay, so we want to guarantee in a way that makes you feel excited and confident in obviously investing in yourself. Our team has a very important philosophy that we live by. If we can't make you money, we don't deserve yours. I hope you understand this isn't for me. This is about you at this point, right? This is not for me. This won't shift my life one iota, but I promise it will shift yours. This could be the thing that you've been waiting for. And if you're looking for a sign, this is it, but you have to take action. And if you've been looking for something to maybe push you over the edge to take the leap of faith, this is it. We designed this program also to make the full investment back within the first 30 to 60 days. This is really the best way to solidify the next best 12 months you've ever had and turn all your uncertainty into confidence. The next 6 months really could change the entire direction of your life. And you can't wait for other people to do it for you. The reason I've personally spent over $250,000 on personal growth and things like this is because I wanted to guarantee my success, whether I felt like it or not, whether I was there or not. I wanted to just be around people that forced me to level up, right? So let me share some real experiences, real people, real results, and real breakthroughs as well. So you guys can kind of see some experiences from some other people as well, okay? So first, this is Edward and Liz. After going through 6 months to six figures 2 times, this is the course back in September, I began reaching out to mentors and people playing the game at a higher level than me daily. Within a month, I had 2 6-figure mentors and a 7-figure mentor. Fast forward today, my income is literally 10x where I am now, and I'm making 6 figures per year, 10,000 per month. Imagine how cool it would be to make $10,000 per month. How many of you guys, let me ask you this. How many of you guys, if you made 10K per month, would change your life right now? Raise your hand. A lot of you guys. So you don't need to start with 10K. You can start with 2K, right? I remember at some point, my wife still bugs me about this, and I don't remember even saying it, but I definitely was in that state of mind. She says when I first started out, I said, if I could just make 5K a month on my terms and have no one tell me what to do, I'll be the happiest guy ever. Now she laughs because my standards have raised, but that's where I started. I wanted to make a couple grand a month, right? Liz says, since starting my own business, I went from working 70 hours a week to working just 20 or 30. Best of all, I'm making more money than ever. I love Peter's energy he brings. It's incredible. I get inspired and fueled knowing he intensely cares about my success and knowing he is deeply committed to me achieving my goals. My team is already sending you guys that have already joined. So you guys that have already joined, amazing. I'm going to read your names out here in a second. So peterjvoog.com/go. Okay. This is Grant. I guarantee it's going to put results in your life. Follow these principles and great things will happen. I know we did. And we took one of our businesses from 5K to 250K revenue per month. So you can take it as high as you want. If you want to work more hours and really put the work in and go crazy, you can. If you want to just do it as a side hustle, follow our lead, and you can make a couple grand a month, right? Now we're building a new salon and making influential partners in our area. Follow suggestions, do what he says, his principles work. I'm going to turn the sound on for this one. Let me turn the sound on for this one. Hold on. Okay, let's go over. So this is Hannah. There we go. Share computer sound. All right, make sure you guys can hear this. Oops.
in May, and since then I've crushed it this year, and my business has made over $100,000 more than we made last year. So if you're nervous about investing in yourself, especially as a young female entrepreneur, what you have to understand is it's super intimidating being around all these men that are killing it. But the biggest thing that you can do to make sure that you're on that same level is to invest in yourself at the same level. Stop downplaying your skills and your mindset to try to match where everyone else is. Get to that next level on your own, and investing in yourself, it's going to pay you back 10 times more than that.
So imagine making 100K more than you've been making, right? These are people that are real people with real results. And if you would have told them they were going to make that much more, they wouldn't have believed you, right? So most common struggles: inconsistent and unpredictable income. By the way, CJ, much respect, just bought, amazing job. Kayla just bought, amazing job. Sarah, much respect. Austin, Dustin, Josh, super excited to help you guys and kind of take you by the hand and really help you level up your life, your business, your success. The most common struggles: fear and uncertainty around leaving their job, lacking real confidence, they're scared for the future, and no support system or guidance. These are the most common problems that I see. And the recession-proof movement helps you maximize your income online on your terms. It provides a proven step-by-step roadmap. You can gain absolute clarity and develop an unshakable confidence. Think about how amazing it would be to move through life with massive confidence. Think about how it would feel to know you have a blueprint that no one else has. Think about how much confidence that gives you, that you have a roadmap that no one else has, right? It gives you a solid support network plus accountability. We can't do this ourselves, right? How much would this be worth to you in the next 5 years to really finally build a life on your terms? How much would this be worth to you in your lifetime? It'll probably be worth the full price of $9 grand, right? But luckily it's obviously at a discount. So why go through all the trouble to figure it out on your own when you can just model exactly what I did to create millions of dollars in sales and profits while building a life and business on my terms? I will take you by the hand and show you exactly what I did. peterjvoog.com/go. Much respect, Nick. It looks like Caesar's going to pay. You can pay with Bitcoin and Ethereum and crypto as well, guys. And we sparked a special deal with PayPal where you can get it financed and you don't have to pay for 6 months. It's pretty crazy. I'll go through that in a second. Much respect to Caesar, Nick, Jess Lynn. Much respect to you guys, Bronson. I can't keep up with you guys. So much respect. And I'm super excited to help you guys, and welcome to the family. Welcome to the movement. So nothing I've shared with you is theory or hopes or wishes. This is exactly what I've done in my business to generate millions online and create a lifestyle where I can do things on my terms. I'm telling you, real freedom is priceless. And this is the quickest way to get there because you have the things that you need: a proven roadmap and a network. Those are priceless. I've now helped thousands of others around the world create a life and business on their terms while deepening their networks. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. Please understand, experience is becoming irrelevant in this new economy. So don't think, I don't have any online experience. Most people don't until they do, right? Don't let that hold you back. So you really have two options. You can try and figure everything out on your own. You could spend eventually thousands of dollars. You can waste tons of time doing it yourself, or you can get the proven roadmap. You can cut your learning curve in half. You can get to your goals much quicker and start making real money online. And trust me, I've seen a lot of people create courses really fast and they sell them and they've only been out for 2 months. Some of these things that we're sharing with you have been out for the last 7 or 8 years. So this is a very proven system, okay? So once again, there's a results guarantee, so there's no risk for you. We also have a deal, like I said, with PayPal, where they can actually finance the whole deal for you, which is cool. And you get access to not pay anything for 6 months. And by that time, you won't even be thinking about $197 or $497, right? And you're probably thinking, is this relevant to my business? Well, it's relevant to anybody wanting to either take their business online or grow their online business. And if you don't do those two things, then the time to start that was 8 months ago. Okay. And like I said, you might be thinking it might not apply to me. We created that getting to know yourself blueprint, that clarity section that's worth the price of admission tenfold, because we've had hundreds of members tell us they didn't think it was even possible to gain clarity and know what to do based on their strengths until this blueprint, right? So don't sell yourself short. Liz owns a bookkeeping business, right? We've had e-commerce kids. We've had people that have had 9-to-5 jobs that wanted to start an online business. We've had door-to-door people. We have a 22-year-old making $20K a month and a 23-year-old making $30K a month. We've had network marketers do 6 or 7 figures. Mark does health and wellness coaching. He was able to quit his 9-to-5, replace his entire income with his training. And I'll share a testimonial from him as well. So this is Brian. You can kind of see his story. His was amazing. Shout out to Rob, who just bought. Shout out to Mike, who just bought. Did I already say Eric? Did I already say Nick? Great work, guys. I'm excited. So this is Brian.
Yo, what's up, Peter and team? My name is Brian Ostermiller. I just wanted to take a second and really just send you a quick testimonial and thank you for doing what you do and being who you are. 2 years ago, I was in college and really stressed out because I had no direction. I wasn't quite in this online marketing world yet, and I didn't really know what to do. Everybody around me just kept telling me to stay in college and stick it out, but I was depressed and miserable. And Peter was one of the very first people that I came across on Instagram that was preaching about entrepreneurship and talking about how we can do things differently. And he was really the first person I started listening to and who opened my mind to different possibilities, right? Like, I'm sure a lot of you have felt like you're in a position where you're just stuck and everybody around you is telling you to stick to the status quo. And Peter was the first person who really enlightened me that I don't have to do that and that there was a different way that I could go about doing things. So I ordered his book, 6 Months to Six Figures, read the book, and at first I didn't quite grasp it. I had to read it a few times. And now, 2 years later, I'm out of college. I quit my corporate job that I got after college, and now I have an online marketing company. And not only, let's see if I can show this to you, just so I can show you how legit it is. Not only am I doing 6 figures a year, but we're actually doing, let's see if you can see this, over 6 figures a month. So this is our Stripe account. You can see if I refresh it. In the last 4 weeks, we've done $120,000. The 4 weeks before that, we did 92. So hopefully that wasn't too blurry. But honestly, Peter, I think it would have taken me a long time to get to a place mentally where I felt comfortable breaking out and stepping out and doing something different. So if any of you are on the fence and you feel like you're stuck, I think Peter's an excellent person to listen to and to follow and to take advice from. So thank you for all you're doing. Keep doing it. Keep crushing it. Much love. Peace.
So just to let you know, guys, this was just from the 6 Months to Six Figures course. You guys have a bunch of other stuff, and it still made him that much. And he was actually wasn't sure at the beginning if he wanted to buy. So think about that, how much it's improved his life. Darian, welcome to the family from Cincinnati. Ernesto, welcome from Colorado. Tristan, welcome. Pete Martin, welcome. Hold on, you guys are ready to work. I love it. Rob, Mike, Alturo, welcome. Andy, Alan, Elena, Kylie, Hannah, Sean, Cody, welcome. Someone from Oregon, Hart says, welcome. Kiki, I'm excited to really take you guys by the hand and help you crush it. You're gonna have such a competitive advantage the next year over everybody else. It's scary. And trust me, when the world gets crazier, you're gonna wanna have some freedom. What's cool about everything going on, if you're an entrepreneur, is you're free to do what you want. You can, when you have money and leverage and freedom, you can pack up and leave and go wherever you want. Nothing can stop you. And I love that for my family. So VIP Recession Proof Package, I'm excited to get you guys going. We're gonna do a live call here in the next couple of weeks too. So you guys will get an email about that. There's a lot of bonuses you'll get that you're not learning about yet, just to over deliver for you. So just know, if you invest in yourself, we take care of you. We will make sure you're successful, but we can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. So what you're gonna get, let's review again. Complete 6 Months to Six Figures flagship course. Now, a lot of people told us, even the 1997, we should have charged more for this, okay? You get the flagship course, you get the millionaire guest speakers every single month live. You get the live mastermind with other members every single month. You also get Internet Money Mastery, the training package, so you can actually learn the ins and outs of building an online empire, all the deep dive details. Today, obviously, we went over some content. This is more deep dive. I couldn't physically go through everything on a training. You get the Mastering Self-Awareness. If you're newer, you want to have some clarity on where to start, how to monetize your strengths, what industry to get in. That's what this training is for. That's usually $997. And then to make everything work, to be more productive, to learn how to maximize and manage your time, because we all have 24 hours. It's the people that do the most and the most strategic in those 24 hours that live the best lives. We teach you how to do that. My connections, my resources, my experience working for you. Total value, $9,316. But because we're doing a special, because I really want to help you guys, but obviously we still have to have your skin in the game, right? Can't just give it to you for free. peterjvoog.com/go. This offer will not last long. Now, the special promotion is only good until Monday at midnight, and we'll never do this again. Good news, it gets even better for you. I want to do something extra special, okay? I call this the no excuses, no brainer special. Sometimes we need that push. Sometimes we need people to believe in us more than we believe in ourselves until our belief catches up. Let me say that again. Sometimes we need people to believe in us until the belief in ourselves catches up. And I'm just so sick of people investing in sporting events, Netflix, buying material things that make them feel better, spending money on everything except themselves. Think about it logically. What else would you spend money on? The society just blows my mind. That's why I'm so proud of you guys that are betting and investing on yourself. What else would you spend money on? Your mindset, your intelligence, business training, systems, learning how to sharpen your perspective, right? So I'm going to make it a no-brainer. Give you some bonuses. Check this out. When the recession hit a little bit ago, like the month it hit, March, we all remember what happened, all the crazy stuff that happened. I reached out to the 12 most successful people on the planet that I knew. And this is people like David Goggins and Robert Kiyosaki and Bedros Keuilian and Patrick Bet-David and Mel Robbins and Lewis Howes and Ryan Blair and Gerard Adams, these people that are doing multi-millions. I asked them, okay, I did a Zoom video call with all of them at different times, 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. And I focused on these questions. So I asked the most successful people that I knew in the world what to do to prepare for the next stages of life and business. Where are the rich investing their money for maximum return during the down market? What are the best ways to capitalize on what's happening right now and make real money? What are the best, most proven side hustles for those that have never made money online? How do you ethically sell and run a successful business as normal when the world's in a state of panic? How they're pivoting. You're going to get all these trainings included. This is a $1997 value. You're getting those private interviews from the most successful people in the world on how they're moving different, how they're pivoting, and how they're going to make sure they're crushing it in the new economy. Those are worth the price of admission times 100 right there. You're going to get that. So right when you log in, right when you invest in yourself and you get the login, you can go right there and watch those. And I'll tell you, you will feel like a new person. Your capabilities will enhance so much and your skill level will be at such a different level, you won't be able to sleep. I'm excited for you. Also, I'm making this a no-brainer. We're going to throw in the Internet Money Movement for you guys, which is our crypto group. You get crypto mastery sessions, the foundation, how to master the game, private Telegram group with 5 crypto millionaires and experts, new millionaire and billionaire crypto experts monthly. It's not monthly. Oh, dang it. I can't change it. I'll edit it afterwards. By the way, a good example. One thing that we've given up that I think would help you when you do your online stuff is give up the need to be perfect, to be authentic. Like monthly spelled wrong. Oh no, big deal. I used to stress about that for like 5 days. Who cares? If the value is there, the value is there. So don't get so caught up in sometimes the little logistics or the spelling. Be authentic. People can see, normal people make mistakes. Be authentic. Give up the need to be perfect. Perfectionism has cost me so much money. I decided just to be myself and have no fear. It's so much better way to live. So new billionaire and millionaire crypto experts monthly. There we go, monthly. Real-time trades, what to buy, how to buy, when to sell, exactly what we're doing. You can meet other game changers, ask questions live. You get your own WhatsApp group. It's amazing. Total value, $997. I mean, there's so many people making a killing. It's insane. I'm not going to go through all these, but 35K in November. His portfolio went from 1K, 6 figures. It's at 100,000. He's added $78,000 of money in 1 week. 100K. These are 21, 22, 23-year-olds. I profited 26,000 in a week from 18,000 investment from a coin most of us invested in within our group. You're the man I was trying to live within regrets, but the one I struggle with is not elevating my circle of influence sooner. This is a lot of people's regret. But like you said, man, you can't live in the past. So F it. I'm here now. 1 month of crypto investing. I made 16,000. Thank you, brother, for the guidance. Imagine making 16K in 1 month. So what you're going to get, all of these things we mentioned. And remember, our focus and our philosophy is when we create something, we want to make sure it's 100 times the value. So when you're looking at every single one of these things, the price it shows, just that by itself is worth way more than the price. So imagine all of these together with my resources, my live trainings, my connections, my experience working for you for 90% off, all for $497. I'm sorry, team, I can't keep up with the names. They keep sending me names. Or $197. Okay, and by the way, anyone wanting to pay with crypto, you guys have been reaching out or chatting, email admin@peterjvoog.com. Horace, if you could put that in the chat as well. So all of this for $497 or $197. You get every single thing we talked about earlier. I'm super excited. Welcome to the family. And this is just the beginning. So what to do next? Go to peterjvoog.com/go and enroll. Check your email for login info. You might have to check your junk or spam, but check it. Watch the welcome and framework to start here video. And then you're going to download the 6 months of 6 figures implementation guide. It'll tell you where to start, and then get ready for the first official mastery module 1. And then you'll get an email from us and you'll be locked into the system. And we really help you focus on mastery versus overload. This is not about information. We want you to get addicted to outcomes and results, not just information and knowledge. Okay. And I wanted to share one more testimonial with you because this one means a lot to me, because this is someone from a small town in Canada. Okay. Small town in Canada who had a stable 9-to-5 job working at a factory. The family, he had insurance, he had health care, everyone, it was a cushy job, but he hated that he had no freedom and he couldn't see his kids when he wanted to. He did not think it was physically possible to quit his job because everybody in the town thought he was crazy for even thinking about it. He didn't think it was possible. We helped him. We took him by the hand. We helped him multiply his business, and we helped him make so much money that he had to quit his job because he got to the point where he was losing money working at his job. Now he can do whatever he wants. He calls the shots. He's his own boss, and he can see his kids whenever he wants to because that's what a real man does. Amazing. Check this out.
I've been following Peter for about 5 years now, and I saw the possibility of maybe one day doing my passion full time. And throughout the years, as I kept going, kept chipping away, I was making $15,000 a year on the side while making 6 figures at my job. And slowly, as I started doing personal development, inner circles, I went from 15 grand to 50 to this year I'm going to do over 6 figures and replacing that income for my full-time job. You know, so a lot of people that have full-time jobs really think that there's no way out of that full-time job. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way. Find something that you love doing and chase it until you actually reach your dreams. Yeah, so when I started talking about quitting my job and leaving my 6-figure income, people thought I was crazy. You know, it's a guaranteed salary for life, and why would you risk it? You know, I'm 41 years old. When you turn 40, people just assume, okay, this is my career, this is what I'm gonna do for the next 30 years. I'm gonna make my 6 figures, have a decent house, go on a vacation once a year. I was taking 2 weeks of vacation a year for the last 12 years. Now I can go where I want, when I want. You know, right now we're in Beverly Hills for this Inner Circle event, and the only reason I can do that is because I have my own business.
So that inspires me because Most people who have a 9-to-5, they don't have a way out. They don't think that it's possible to make money online or to quit their job. And he's a prime example of that. So that one it definitely hits home, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So how long have you been thinking about starting your own business? How long have you been thinking about quitting your job? How long have you been thinking about really creating a life and a business on your terms? Imagine learning from some of the best in the world. Imagine learning from people that have been where you are and that can cut your learning curve in half. The only question will be, what's your story? What's your story going to be in the next couple months? Time's going to go by anyways. You might as well spend it on things that actually give you the best advantage in life, in success, and in business. And I've realized the one thing that holds most people back, people always ask, what's the one thing you feel holds most people back? It's they never tell themselves now matters. They spend the first half of their life saying, I'm too young to invest in myself. And then the second half, I'm too old to be successful. And they live on someday someday I'll invest in myself. Not right now, money's tight. Money's always going to be tight unless you invest in yourself and elevate your money mindset so you never have money issues again. I remember one of the reasons I didn't invest in one of the courses that I needed to at the beginning was I had money issues. Then I realized that's the whole reason I should invest, so I never have money issues again. Right? Money's going to be spent anyways. You might as well spend it on something that actually enhances your chances of success and gives you a real roadmap. And that's 100% risk-free, right? And this expires very soon. So now matters. Most people are living on someday Someday I'll be successful. Someday I'll invest, not right now. And guess who they're on someday I'll with? Other people with the same mentality. Hey, remember where you're from. Money's bad. Let's wait on this. Let's just keep riding out our jobs. Now matters more than ever. This is for you if your bank account doesn't match your ambition. This is for you if you're sick of having a boss or working too hard. I'm not saying it's not about hard work. I like working hard, but it's different when I don't have to work and I love it than having to work. It's funny because I'm at such opposite sides. I could never work again, but instead I work 6 or 7 days a week because I love it. It's kind of funny. But if you're sick of having a boss or working too hard, this is for you. If you need clarity and a proven roadmap to follow, this is for you. You want more predictable and consistent income, this is for you. You want real flexibility, freedom, and an inspiring lifestyle, this is for you. peterjvoog.com/go. What I want you to think about real quick is think about in your head, have you ever thought about like maybe someone in your family or someone you've known or someone maybe in your past who has been successful? Maybe someone that has can you picture in your mind someone that's made a lot of money in entrepreneurship, right? Maybe someone that's crushing it, someone that has a lifestyle you want. Can you picture and imagine, get that person in your mind right now, someone you look up to, someone that's crushing it, that just has a great life, that you're just sitting there like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that life. Think about that person. Now, can you also picture someone maybe who's tried entrepreneurship? Maybe they lost everything. Maybe they have a lot of fear built up from their past. Maybe they've denied your dreams. Maybe they have something against people that make money online because they tried and failed. Or maybe they're struggling. Maybe they lost everything. So let me ask you a question. Why is there such a disparity? Why are some making millions and some failing and losing everything? Is it A, lack of opportunity? Or is it B, lack of knowledge and network? You tell me. Comment below. Is it lack of opportunity out there? Or is it lack of knowledge and network? Exactly. You're more right than you know. Okay. Most people aren't thriving. Most people want, but they don't ever want to invest in themselves or put in the actual work. If you don't invest in yourself, you shouldn't expect success, right? I know you don't want to be like most people, but what would you tell someone that wants all these things, but doesn't ever invest in themselves or put in the work? You would think they were silly for even thinking that, right? So keep that in mind. If I can do this, I'm from a super small town of 6,000 people, so can you. Look, I understand you. I know sometimes you don't feel like people understand you or you feel lost or lonely because you're an entrepreneur. This is why you have to elevate your network. Maybe you're sick of all the BS out there and you just want a proven roadmap, or maybe you're scared to invest because money's tight and you're not sure it'll pay off. The money's going to be spent anyways. So you might as well spend it on something that actually gives you a chance and has a money back guarantee. So if you don't see the value, you get your money back. So it's kind of a win-win. And this is relevant to all types of industries as well. Okay, online and offline. So how do you inspire others? I'll end with this, then we'll do, some of you guys have some questions that my team wrote up here. How do you inspire others? Here's the answer. Like, people ask me, how do you inspire your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends, your son, your daughter? You don't. You live your best life. You practice what you preach. You walk the walk. And if you walk the walk, you don't need to talk the talk. And people will ask you what you're doing. The best way to inspire others is to live your best life. That's the best way. Because the right people will ask you what you're doing and they'll want to be a part of it. If not, shame on them. That's how you inspire others. So hope you join me. I'm excited. By the way, if you didn't join, if you don't have the funds right now, use that as motivation. And maybe this isn't for you. This is not for everybody. Making money online, building a life on your terms, inspiring others, being a role model, being a leader, that's not for everybody. But if you have that nagging pull and you know you're made for something greater, maybe it is. So I already answered this once, but is this relevant to my business? It's relevant if you want to take your business online or you want to start an online business. Is this good if I'm just starting out? I wish I had this when I was just starting out, because the getting to know yourself blueprint and the clarity section is probably the best thing I think out in the industry on how to get started. So that is a no-brainer as well. If you're just starting out, kind of tells you exactly where to start as well. I would have killed to have this training, right? I don't have the time. This should be the number one reason you do join if you don't have the time. If you only make more money when you work more hours, you just have a high-paying job. So what I say is, if you don't have any time and all your time is allocated, you better be making 5 or 10 million a year. Because if not, your time is more valuable than you're giving credit, right? We'll help you manage your time at a more efficient level, and we'll help you make money that's not attached to your time. Can I do it later? Yes, but it does expire very soon. So sometimes if you forget or you can't make it happen soon, you go back and now everything's individualized and now the price is $12,000, $13,000. So you can do it later, but taking action always pays. Action takers are always rewarded, right? So I would try to find a way to make it happen. So let's do some Q&A. Where are you, Robert asked a question, where are you investing money to see profitable gains? Couple. One, crypto is a no-brainer just because I have the intel and I have the people that kind of really do the right research. So that's a no-brainer for us. I also do single-family, multifamily real estate. I do loans where I actually loan money out and get a percentage back. And I also invest in startups and online e-commerce companies. So those are my favorite things. But in terms of investments, the best investment you can make in terms of profitable gains is yourself and your business. You want to create a money-making machine in your business so that money can be invested in big things, assets that make money work for you, right? Is it normal that an online course idea touches more than one of these points? I'm not sure what you mean. Is it normal that an online course touches more than one of these points? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's normal that online courses have multiple points that they touch in terms of what they're promoting. It's just most courses are created really fast without any like real value. That's why I'm so proud about this one, because we took a lot of time and effort to create these things the last like 9 or 10 years. Any other questions, guys? Super excited for you guys. Michael, I recognize your name. I think you're from the Cutco days. We got to connect, man. I'm excited to get you going. I believe it's you. Yeah, from Florida. Good to have you, man. I'm excited to help you. Leo, welcome. Nancy, welcome. Kleeki, oh, Kleeki from Bosnia. Cool, welcome. Kimberly, welcome. Zach, welcome. Chris, welcome. Alex, welcome. All right, so let's finish this way. I promised I would go through for you guys hanging out. I love that you're still on. You guys show dedication. But I would also, here's what I challenged myself to do back in the day when I was on a training and I didn't buy. I always asked myself, why? Like, is it not for me? Do I have a little bit of fear? Have I invested in something that didn't pay dividends back or that was bad earlier? So if you're sitting here watching and you haven't took action yet, ask yourself why. Because sometimes that same mentality or the same belief you have might come up later, and that might be the one thing that's holding you back from really exploding your results and your success and income. And I hope you see that I'm genuine and I really do want to help you. This is my passion. This is not something I created last week, right? This is something I lived and I experienced and created, and I went from broke to six figures to seven to eight. And now I want to give back because this is my ultimate fulfillment, is giving back. So these are the ways to multiply your money. There's coaching and mentorship that we've done multiple times. It's not easy, but it's simple to get to six figures. It's just not as scalable. We've done mastermind and workshops. I've been an international public speaker. I've got paid $5K to $30K per speech. We can help you with that too. I have books out on Audible, Amazon. We do Audible books, which is the voice and the books. We have a journal. We've created journals that do really well. We have a clothing line called Young Ambition. I've done courses, 6 months to six figures, the Entrepreneur Breakthrough course, and six-figure author. We have what's called a Game Changers Academy as well, which is one of our highest levels. We've done partnerships and affiliates, which means we take someone's product and we promote it to our audience and then get a percentage. That's very popular, creating affiliates, creating partnerships, sponsorships. We've done a lot of social media stuff where they pay me to promote things. We've done six figures doing that. Real estate, rentals, investing, single family, multifamily, commercial. We've done all kinds of real estate. I've done overseas now, angel investing and e-commerce. I've done hard money loans, which means I loan money out. And then they pay me a percentage per month. And then obviously there's an agreement in place, and then cryptocurrency. These are all the ways we've done 6 and 7 figures. So these are my expertise. If you have questions about any of these, I can help you or I can point you in the right direction. Okay. Well, I hope you had a great, hope you got some value, guys. Let's go back here. Remember, oops, here, where's it at? Right here. So if this is for you, if any of these resonate, okay. Any other questions that you guys want to answer while I'm here? I appreciate you guys. I'm super excited to get you going. Austin, welcome. Josh, welcome. Stephanie, welcome. Sarah, welcome. Alex, welcome. You guys will get emails on when the next call is, and I'm excited to get you guys going and really help you take your life and business to a whole new level. Whatever industry you're in, I'm excited to help you get there. So thanks again for your time, guys. And if there's no more questions, I'll let you guys get to work. By the way, you still have some time. Just make sure you look at the timer and you realize when this offer ends, and you guys don't miss out, because this is an opportunity of a lifetime. But an opportunity is only an opportunity if it's taken full advantage of. And sadly, in this new economy, most people just don't take advantage of opportunities. There's too much fear, and they're around the wrong people. They're watching too much news where they miss opportunities. And a lot of opportunities that people miss, they don't come back. And then what happens is people get older and they have massive regret. They're 50, 60, 70, like, man, I want this to be the time where you say in a couple of years, you know, the reason why I have an amazing online business, I never thought this was possible because of my past. I never thought this was possible because I know nothing about the internet. But the reason I have a 6 or 7 figure online business, the reason why I own multiple properties, the reason why I'm so successful and my family has freedom was because back in the day, I invested in the recession proof package. I bet on myself. This is the time in your life for you to really make up for all the times where you didn't give your all or where you cut corners. That's what I want for this for you. I hope you take this serious. I appreciate you. If you didn't take action, I still appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you got value, and we will see you on the other side. Appreciate you guys.